Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this session, we will train the key components of arm balances, which is the scapular strength, core compression, wrist endurance, and controlled push. This routine is designed to be done twice a week to help you build strength and awareness, so your handstand and climbing become more efficient. See you on the mat. Hey everyone, welcome back. So today is going to be a really fun class. I love arm balances. So this one's going to be a special one. Let's begin. So always warm up wrist, shoulders, core before anything handstand related or arm balance related, okay? So let's come onto our hands and knees. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale. Keeping a long spine, strong core. Another deep inhale and exhale all out. Okay, let's begin with circles from right to left. So you come down onto your heels, past the line of your fingers, then come back down. Okay, keeping long spine, pull that belly in. Take a deep inhale as you go down and release as you come up to the front. All right, let's change directions. Now from right to left. Now slowly you go past the line of your fingers with your chest, almost bringing your hips down to the mat. And change directions again. Big circles. Match the movement with your breath. All right, sit down towards your heels. Extend the arms in front of you, look in between the hands. Take a deep inhale. And relax the chest, let it drop down. Relax the shoulders. Come back up. Bring your hips down. Bend your knees. Bring your heels towards your buttocks. Look ahead of you. Inhale, open your chest, meaning that you're pulling your shoulders back and pulling the belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Sit back down towards your heels. All right. Come back up. Drop the hips. Open your chest. Bend the knees. Heels towards your buttocks. Look ahead of you. Inhale. Exhale back down. Okay. Close your hands, make a fist. Really squeeze the fingers, feel the knuckles. Inhale. And extend back, open your hands. Feel the stretch on the palm. Close, make a fist. Now don't let your belly drop. Keep a line spine with your core engaged. Open the hands, feel the stretch in the palms. And close really tight. Squeeze those knuckles. And open, close, open, close, open, close. All right. Come onto your forearms. Extend the legs. Come into dolphin. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Pull the belly in. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Pull the ribs in. Do not let your hands come to the center. Keep them aligned with your elbows and shoulders. Okay, lift the right leg. Engage your glute. Strong core. Do not round your back. Keep a long spine.
Okay, bring the leg down. Extend the left leg behind you. Keep your hips square, strong core. Pull the belly in, strong glute. Point with your toes. And come back down. Knees onto the ground. Come back into a sitting position. Now place the palms of your hand on the mat with the fingers facing your knees. And again, always keeping a long spine. Pull the belly in and start to sit back towards your heels. Feel the stretch on your forearms. Don't go too deep, just where you feel that slight stress on your forearms. Remember, long spine. Open your chest, always pulling the shoulders back and come back to the front. A little pass. Your shoulders are going to pass the line of your wrist. So where you start feeling that you need a lower abdomen engagement, that's where you want to stop. Practice that body tension and hold. Focus on your breath. Long inhales. Long exhales. All right. Start to sit back again towards your heels. Now come back to the front. Now let's bounce in this movement a little bit. Be very gentle with it. It's just a warm-up, remember. Okay, let's switch our hands, fingers to face the front. And make another circles again. From left to right. Alternate from right to left. Okay. Now sit back down. We're going to make a fist with your hands. Bring your knuckles together. Place them on your mat. Curl your toes behind you, long spine, strong core. Bring your elbows down to the mat. Okay, we are on our knuckles. Okay, bring your elbows down, back up, elbows down, back up. Yes, do this movement a couple times. Now come onto the top of your hand. Okay, so bring your knuckles together like this. And now come onto the top of your hand. Okay, feel this stretch here for a second. Open your chest. Feel how your forearms are slightly burning and the stretch on the top of your forearms. Okay, bring the elbows down and back up. Remember to match your breath with your movements. Okay, so deep inhales and long exhales. All these movements, we have to work with our nervous system as well. And that's why we need to focus and bring our attention to our breath. All right, release the fist. Let's eagle the arms. So bring the right arm underneath the left. Wrap around your forearms. Really squeeze. Grab a hold of your hands. Look in between your hands. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, release. Now wrap around the opposite arms. And squeeze. Deep inhale. And exhale. All right, release. Now we're gonna warm up the core a little bit. So lay on your back. Bring your knees into the chest. Give them a little hug. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. So first I want you to feel your core in a way where you can focus on that when you're doing the actual arm balances. because that's it's going to give you the correct body tension and awareness for how to move your hips, how to tilt it when the time comes, okay? So keeping your legs in a 90-degree position, you want to pull your belly button in, okay? So there's no space in between your lower back and the mat. Really squeeze your core in, you're pulling your ribs in, and you're lifting your shoulder blades off the mat, okay? Really engage that lower abdomen. Okay, extend the arms in front of you, and now just feel that, okay? And relax. Stay in this position, but relax the abdomen and see how awkward it feels and uncomfortable, and even your neck starts to feel a little bit the effort, the overuse. So now engage your core, look in between your knees, and feel that difference, okay? Bring the feet down. So that is the engagement you want to feel when you're doing all these arm balances. The ones that are square, the ones that are twists, you're gonna include a little bit more your obliques, but that will come when the posture comes. I will explain a little bit better on that one, okay? So let's begin with a little dynamic activation of the core. So bring the feet down, then back up, and like trying to come into a plow position. Up, like you're trying to bring your feet overhead and your knees towards your forehead, okay? But remember, you're using your core. You can use your arms a little bit as a momentum, but try to focus all that engagement on your core, okay? So touch the mat, roll back up. Touch the mat, roll back up. Touch the mat, roll back up. Okay, come into a sit-in position. Bring the hands behind you. The fingers facing the back. Come into a reverse tabletop. Press up, engage your glutes. This is another good posture for the sensation on the glute engagements when we're doing handstands mostly. Okay, back up, extend the legs. Lower the legs down, then back up, half boat. Back down, back up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Perfect. Okay, feel like we're warm enough. Slightly sweating, so that means we're good. We're good to go now. Okay. All right, so this part of the routine, we're gonna use the blocks. We're gonna work our core. What we just did, it was just the warm up. So this time now we are gonna actually activate and strengthen our core. So we're gonna use our blocks. We're gonna do core, quads, and hip flexors. Very important for handstands, mostly if you want to learn how to press into them. Okay, so let's begin with a open legs here, like in a pancake position. Now you can, I'm going to explain a beginner version, an intermediate, and if you feel like if you're a little bit more advanced into handstands, then you can do this more as maintenance, to say so. Okay, so beginners, you actually want to sit on a block. Okay, so you want to sit on the block, and you're going to place your hands on the mat so let's say as wide as you can. You're going to place the hands on your mat, and your forearms are going to be touching your inner thighs, okay? You're going to lean forward and try to always maintain that long spine and really pull that lower belly in, okay? And you're going to just lean forward. Feel that engagement. Mostly on your hamstrings and on your lower abdomen, okay? Now turn your fingers to face your inner thighs, okay? Lean forward, like try to bring them underneath your thighs, okay? Lean forward and press up,
Okay, you're gonna round your back. You're gonna use your quads to lift your hips, your hip flexors to maintain that strength. You can actually touch them if you bring your hands onto your hamstrings. I'm sorry, onto your hip flexors here. You can feel them engage. If you really like, if you lock your knees and engage your quads, you're gonna feel that. If you're relaxed, not much, but if you have really tight legs, then that's what you're gonna feel. Okay, so you're gonna bring your hands down, long spine, open your chest, bring the shoulders back, engage your core, and lift. Let's hold this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now that's the beginner variation. So you can keep doing that on my next attempts because I'm now going to move into the intermediate. So this time we're going to place our blocks underneath our feet because technically you have the strength to and the flexibility to press yourself up without needing a block underneath your glutes. So you can just bring your hands again to fingers to face the back underneath your quads and lift. Okay, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press back down. Okay, give your legs a little break here. And the advanced mode. Now, if you're intermediate, you can keep going with this techniques with the block underneath your foot. And now if you're a little bit more advanced into this position and you feel comfortable doing this, you don't need to bring your fingers back. Okay, you're gonna have your fingers facing the front now. Okay. And all of this, again, is working the quads and the core and the shoulder pushed to round your back for training our press, okay? Now you have your hands, again, your forearms touching your quads, and you are gonna press up, okay? Remember, you are working your quads, your core, and your back, and of course, the flexibility on your forearms. And you're gonna hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, give your wrist a little circles just to release the pressure. Now this one I like a lot too because it's gonna work the obliques for all these variations. So bring your hand out to the side. Now this time on the outside edge of your thigh, you're gonna bring the right arm extended to align your right leg. You're gonna press up, bringing your hips off the mat, and bring the right arm overhead and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do the other side. Press, arm overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's change. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, now again, let's go to our practice with our hands in front of us, whichever level you are, beginner, intermediate, or advanced. We're gonna do this 3 times. So press up for 1, sit back. Press up 2, sit back. Press up 3, sit back. 4, let's do it 5. And 5. Perfect. Okay. Come back to center. Extend the legs behind you. And since we were pressing up and requires so much of the roundness of our back and shoulders, we have to do the opposite, which is chest opener. Okay, so extend the legs and bring your hips up. Engage your glutes and look behind you. Let the head drop. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. All right, yes, that's just to release a little bit from all that backgrounding and give your hip flexors a little break. Okay, now come onto our back. Onto our belly. And a lot of these arm balances as well, it's the strength on our back and on our glutes, okay? Meaning the posterior chain. So it's always good to do back bends that involve not only flexibility, but strength mostly. And us as climbers as well, and I have mentioned it before a lot, we tend to round our back a lot because we do a lot of pulling. So that's why we tend to have that, you know, that roundness on the top and like the big back. So it's good for us to open the chest, just to bring a little bit of balance in. If you do like long movements, the roundness in your back actually limits you. You want to have strength on your max extension, on your max arm length, and that meaning having flexibility as well with strength together. Okay, so you're on your belly. Extend the arms in front of you, lift the legs behind you, and hold. Strong glutes, strong back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Reach back, bend your knees like if you want to touch your toes, but you do not. So look up, lift your chest even more, and release. Deep inhale. Exhale, come back up. Arms and legs. Okay, reach back and extend. Reach back, inhale. Exhale, extend. Reach back, inhale. Exhale, extend. Okay, release. Relax the upper arm, relax the glutes. Okay, now bend the left knee, bringing your left heel up to your glute, and reach back with your right arm. Grab a hold of the outside edge of your foot and lift up. Now the left arm is on the forearm. Okay, strong glute. Open your chest, look ahead of you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, switch sides, bend the right knee, reach back with your left arm, grab a hold on the outside edge, and lift up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale, release. All right, come back up, sit towards your heels. Let the chest drop in between the thighs. Bring the arms behind you with your palms facing up. And relax the lower back. Focus on your breath. Deep inhales. And exhales. And relax.
All right, come back center into a tabletop position. Now we're gonna do what they call this bear posture. So you come onto your hands and knees, and you're gonna curl your toes, lift your knees off the mat, keeping that long spine, strong core. Really pull that belly in and just hold. Now push the floor away, okay? Keep a slight roundness on your back. Okay, lower down. Sit towards your heels. Now grab your blocks. Place them horizontal, so the flat side facing up. Now come onto your forearms, okay? You can interlace the fingers and come back into that same position. So curl your toes, long spine, strong core, lift your knees off the floor. Focus on your breath. All right, bring the heels back down. That's it. Extend the legs in front of you into the pancake again. It doesn't have to be too wide, just enough, like a little B position. Grab a hold of your block, put it in front of you. This time on the horizontal side, so second level of it. Grab a hold of it wherever your spine is long and comfortable. From there, round your belly, like crunching in, and lift your legs. Little taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back center. Extend the spine, nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, round, engage at core, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, come back center. Back to our bear position. So come into your forearms, curl your toes, lift your knees off the mat. Strong lower abdomen. And we're gonna start moving from our hands to our forearms. Hands. Trying to keep the same level of hoverness from the mat. Okay. From hands to forearms. Now play with your blocks. Come onto the horizontal side. Then switch it to the flat side. Horizontal and flat. Strong core. All right, bring your knees back down. Sit towards your heels. Whew. Now you can place your blocks out to the side. And let's do a couple of sun salutations to release the strength workout we're doing, okay? So come onto your hands and feet. Position yourself into a down dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Let go. Inhale. And exhale. All right, come into plank. Lower chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Plank. Chaturanga. up dog, down dog, plank, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. All right, down onto your knees, sit on your heels. Now, here comes the fun part. I'm gonna do a few arm balances now. And the ones I choose for this class are the ones that are gonna help you with your grip and your upper body strength for your handstands, okay? Because one thing that we have to keep in mind when doing a handstand that is just a game changer when you start applying it is the way you grip the mat, okay? Because a lot of people, what they do is they just have like their hands flat on the ground, and it's just a lot harder to find balance like that. So what you want to do is to grip, like you're a little cat, like to grip the floor. So your fingertips are in the mat and the outside edge of your palm is on the mat. So there's some space, like a second space in between the palm. The same with your thumb, okay? And then, so whenever you're trying to balance off any arm balance or the handstand, your body's gonna be shifting either front or back mostly. And what allows you to do when having a grip hand is that the fingers, if you're shifting forward, your fingers push you back. And if you fall in backwards, the palm will push you to the front. So your hands is what's helping you find that sweet spot where you can balance, okay? And a good way of practicing that is doing crow. This is actually one of my favorite positions because crow is actually not really dependent on strength. It's a lot more about finding the right alignment. And when you do find that right alignment, it just feels, you can stay there for hours because you're just light. You're just balancing. You're not using really any strength. Okay? So what you're going to do is that flat part of your knee, like right here, you're going to place it behind, like on your tricep, but right really close where there's that another flat spot on your elbows, okay? So first, let's do this with our palms facing each other, like in a prayer position, and place that your elbow on top of your knee, okay? Right, find that comfortable spot of that flat section that I'm mentioning. Now turn your palms to face down. So you're doing that internal rotation for your palms to face down, okay? Now flex your palms, start to lean forward. Place first your fingertips on. Start to shift your weight forward. Take a deep inhale. Now grip the floor the way I told you. So outside edge of your palm and then your fingertips on. Now look to the front of your mat. Your gaze is really important when trying to do arm balances as well, because your body will follow your gaze. Okay, so if you look in between the hands, you're gonna fall forward. Your body's gonna keep going. But if you are looking to the front of your mat, your body will find that balance where all your weight is just aligned and stocked on top of your elbows. Okay, so start to lean, come onto your on your toes, tippy toes there, lean forward, squeeze in with your legs on your elbows and resist with your shoulders. Okay, so you're looking forward and slowly bring off your foot from the mat. Okay, long spine, that lower abdomen is engaged, and soft on the breath. Okay, and then bring your feet back down. Okay, now if that is easy for you, you can come back
a little bit, like crunched a little more and come onto the center, like right on top of your triceps, okay? Same motion. So look ahead of you, place your hands, grip the floor, lean forward, and bring your feet off the mat. Okay, really squeeze in. Strong core, looking ahead of you, and just balance. Okay, bring your feet back down. And another advance, a little bit more advanced, is to bring your knees really close to your armpits. This one I don't love. I feel like this is more, it's slightly unnecessary. Like it doesn't make any difference. Like is this just how much you can crawl or not? So you can just do that. Lean forward. And this one you have to keep your arms a little bit more straight and balance. Okay? So that's crow position. You can do those 3. If you want to pause the video and practice a little bit, a couple more times how to do it, and feel the sensation of your hands on and how you're balancing. And actually, if you are a little bit afraid of falling forward, what you can do is use a block as well. Wherever you are, either in the horizontal, vertical, or flat, you can just place the block there. And if you feel like you leaning too much forward and you can't find the balance with your fingers, then just place your forehead on the block. Okay, so let's do that just to demonstrate. So place your knees behind your elbows, long spine, strong core, lean forward, grip the mat, and place your forehead on the block and lift the foot off the mat. Okay, now completely lift the forehead off the block and just balance there. Okay, so yes, again, if you want to practice a little bit more the crow, just pause the video and try it a couple more times, or you can come along with the class. And now we're gonna try side crow. Okay, same. The grip is the same, but now we're gonna use a little bit more of our obliques. Okay, so come onto this little squat position on your toes. Twist your hips out to the side, and your chest is going to be facing the front of your mat. Long spine. You're going to bring your hands down, and the right elbow is going to be placed on the outside edge of your left thigh. Okay? Place your hands, grip the floor, lean forward, and bring your feet off the mat. Okay, here you can play a little bit if you feel comfortable with this. You can extend the one leg out or just stay like this in this position. All right, bring your feet down center. Now we're gonna do the other side. So bring your knees out to the left side, your chest to face the front of your mat. Place your hands onto the ground, grip. Now, tip here, which if you feel comfortable doing, you can go ahead for it. I don't encourage it that much, but I have seen people that it helps them at the beginning, and then they slowly find the oblique strength to balance. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you want to use it, go ahead. If it's beneficial for you, then sure. But if you think that you can start working your obliques this way, it's better. So place your knee on top of your elbow, lean forward, and so what they do is that they bring their hip on top of their right elbow, and they balance like this. So you're slightly closer to the ground. Okay? Now, what that is doing is that it's just giving you a more square balance. So you're not using as much strength, but more stacking. And when you actually try to balance yourself on just the one arm, then you start to work your obliques a little bit better. Okay, that means strengthening your rotation as well. Okay, so lean forward and just balance on your left thumb, on your left elbow. And hold. Okay, come back down. And again, if you want to pause the video and try that a couple more times and try to hold it for a little longer, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay. Now, crow, there's many of variations to do. That's just like a foundational. Another one which you could do is balance one leg crow as well. But again, I do recommend working that one first to then try to explore a little bit more the one leg variations. I will demonstrate it for you, but we're not gonna actually practice. The one leg crows will be just like same position, enter into crow with your elbows, with your knees behind your elbows, and then you're just gonna extend the one leg behind you and kick, you see? And there's many other exercises you can try to do with that. That actually I can show that right now for you if you want to do it a couple times. Yeah, let's do it so we can work the core, get a little bit more out of it. I don't want to extend the class too much, but I guess I can do a second one about this. Actually, if you want a second class directed to arm balances, please comment below, and I will do that. Okay, so come back into crow position, and this time we're going to bring our knees to the center like this. One, and then back to the elbows. Center, and then back to the elbows. Center, back. And you just alternate that. That's very hard on the wrist as well after all of what we're doing. Okay, so let's begin our flexibility to close the class. These, again, this is just basic. This is just a foundation for handstands and for any arm balance, but we don't want to overdo it. Again, like even I that have a lot of experience and a lot of time, over a decade of practicing arm balances, it can be a lot on your wrist, so you do not want to overdo it, okay? Because we want to be able to climb and be functional on our daily basis activities. And having an injured wrist, it's not fun. So let's keep it short and let's move on to our flexibilities. So a lot of what we need for handstand presses, it's hamstring flexibilities. So we're just gonna focus a little bit on that today. So easy one, not crazy. All we're gonna do is extend the legs, lean forward, trying to keep the long spine. You can place your hands on your ankles or just out onto the side. Wherever you are, just try to keep the long spine. Do not round the back, okay? Take a deep inhale and exhale. Just relax in this position. Look ahead of you. Inhale. Exhale. Now let the head drop. Inhale. Exhale.
Now try to sink a little bit more into the position. Maybe using your hands to bring your upper body down, but keeping your legs relaxed. And focus on your breath. Deep inhale. And long, long exhale.
All right, come back up. Come into pigeon position with your left leg. Extend the right behind you. Relax the legs. Make a diamond shape with your hands. Place your forehead in the middle and relax. All right, let's switch sides. Pigeon on the right. Extend the left leg behind you. And relax in this position. Just feel like you're melting on the floor. Come back up. Let's lay on our back. Knees into the chest. Give them a little hug. Now let the knees drop out to the left side. Extend the right arm, the opposite arm. Come back center. Let the knees drop left. Extend the right arm. Come back center. Extend the legs out to the side. Now, I normally, for those frequents, you know this. For the new ones, I normally close the class with a box breathing practice. And I do it for 4 rounds, 4 repetitions. Now, if you feel like you want to just keep going, then please do. ignore me talking at the end. All I'm going to say is thank you for joining the class. So if you feel like you want to continue, in which I actually encourage, if you can continue practicing the box breathing for a couple more rounds, please do. Okay? Because the longer you do it, the better. So box breathing, you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, and you repeat. Okay, let's take a deep inhale, prepare ourselves. And exhale out. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Stay in this position as long as needed or wanted. Thank you again for joining. I'll see you next time.